Welcome to Aussie Couple Hawaii. This is more from our Universal trip. We're about to head to the studio's 60th anniversary tour, and don't be like these people. We had the express pass. None of these people had it and clogged the express pass line because when we got to the end, none of them had it. So if you have express pass, enter on the left. Otherwise, the huge part on the right there, walk down there. You'll get down there obviously quicker than this. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the ride. Every ride here is different for the 60th. It's different all the time anyway. So, this is our video of what we got to do. Hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.
Everybody has a pair of 3D glasses in your hands. If you do not have a pair, raise your hand up high in the sky right now. Wave it around, get the attention of one of my friends. Let me see if I see any hands in all four cars. I don't see any hands. I think we're good, you guys. Now, don't wear those glasses yet. Some of you are wearing them right now. You're looking on your phone. You're not even listening to me. But you can wear them as a fashion. No, yeah. Now she's taking them off. Okay, good. Yeah, you can wear them if you want to. You don't need to. These screens are not 3D. They will never be 3D, so just hold on to them. I promise I'll let you know when to put them on. Parents, any little ones, put them towards the center of the row if their feet can't touch the floor of the tram. So any small children, any adults acting like a small child, you know who you are. Right down the center, right down the center. All right, you guys, first things first. Is anybody celebrating a birthday today? Birthdays. Happy birthday back there. Yes, I see you guys. Happy birthday. What a great day to be here. Perfect day. Also, raise your hand if this is your very first time ever on the world famous studio tour. First timers. Oh my goodness, you guys, welcome. So many of you. So I'm going to be totally honest with you. Here's the deal. I've been giving tours here for 13 years. I know, I look so young, right? Today, we are doing a very different tour because we're celebrating our 60th anniversary tour. So everything is different. This is a completely different tour than it normally is. All I can say is that I'll be playing different video clips up on here. You're gonna be seeing different things. There's a bunch of special things that are gonna be happening. So if this is your first time here, it's really wild because this is only happening till August 11th. And then who knows? But for those of you who have been here before, if you haven't been here in the past 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, since we've been doing our special 60th anniversary tour, it is also going to be different. So this is a really good time to come and see our movie studio in celebration. There's a lot of fun stuff happening out there. So definitely keep those cameras and cell phones out. I'll talk in just a little bit about the safety rules. Just no selfie sticks, really. That's all. We just need to keep everything inside. I am not driving this tram. I am a very bad driver. That is true. Nobody wants to get in a car with me. So luckily for you, we have our driver, Dean. Can we please give him a big round of applause? I see you guys not clapping. He will not pull forward unless you clap very loudly for him. Woo! There we go. There's your fan club, Dean. Yeah, they love you. All right, you guys, they're going to close those doors in just a second on your left-hand side. Just watch your hands, arms, and legs. Last call for 3D glasses. Just want to make sure everybody has a pair. I think we're good. Don't wear them yet. Just hold on to them. And kids down the center of the row. In just a moment, we're going to head into a real working movie and TV studio where Hollywood's biggest actors come to work every single day. And because we're doing this special 60th anniversary, we've got a lot of celebrities doing videos for us that I'm going to show you in just a moment. All right, Jimmy, those doors are closing. Thank you. Make yourselves nice and cozy and comfortable. We are out of here. Wave goodbye to all those people still standing in line. Bye, everybody. We'll miss you. No, we won't. No, we won't. All right, you guys, let's do some safety rules. Very important. First things first, if you need my assistance during the tour, like if you have an emergency or a medical emergency, if something gets really weird with the sound or video, or if you drop something off the side of the tram, it happens. Don't try and jump out and get it, all right? For all of those things, take a look up. You're going to see that big, long, red emergency cord. It's right down the center of the tram. You just reach up, grab it, pull that baby. I'll be back to help you as soon as I can, all right? Just remember the studio is private property, so if you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the bathroom, you can pull that cord and then remain seated. And I'm going to to say this, no joke, about 1,000 times during the tour. Please, oh please, stay seated the entire time. Okay, there is absolutely no standing up on this tour. Keep those hands and feet inside the tram, and of course, no smoking or vaping. Now, my friends, like I said, if you want to take pictures with your cameras and cell phones, absolutely. You can take as many photos as you want. Just don't post any photos of me, because my parents think I'm a doctor. But for you, right? Don't ruin their year. For you guys, as many as you want, just no selfie sticks like I mentioned. And I do want you to hold on to your cell phones and everything very tightly, because we are going to have a lot of sudden movements, a lot of water effects, and fire effects. Now, if this is your first time on the tour, do not worry about those water effects. You are only going to get hit in the face with water if you're sitting in a blue seat today. Okay? Only the blue. They're like, yeah, you guys, yeah. They're not all blue. I don't know if you can see what color my seat is. It's black. Don't be mad at me yet. All right, you guys, let's start this tour, this special 60th anniversary tour, with my co-host, Mr. Jimmy Fallon, looking very fancy in a tuxedo. Here he is.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon. Welcome aboard the world famous studio tour. I know you're thinking, why the fact? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. That's right, you guys. We're going to take it back. We've got to take it all the way back to March 15th, 1915. That was our opening day for the studio. That guy up on your screens, his name is Carl Lemley. He invited people into the movie studio to experience how movies are being made, and they can marvel at the new technology. But when pesky sound came into the picture, and we needed to have quiet on set, well, that old walking tour ended. But then in the 1960s, under the leadership of Chairman Lou Wasserman and executives Al Dorsey and Jay Stein, we started bringing back the idea of a tour, because the Gray Line bus tours originating in Hollywood, they made a stop at our gates. Now, we are officially celebrating our 60th. To be honest, that's actually July 15th, 1915. The first of our red and white striped glamour trams took 67 passengers on a 2-hour tour. There were 2 drivers, 2 guides. We used to have old things like the rock slide and the burning house. So for those of you who came here as a kid, it's going to get very nostalgic on this special 60th anniversary tour. So you might see those red and white striped trams driving around. They've decorated some of our trams with a throwback style. Like I said, we're on an electric tram today, which is very fancy. So right now, Dean, our driver, is going downhill. He's building up a charge every time he heads down, which is so cool. All right, at the bottom of this hill, we are officially entering our real working movie and TV studio. Now, on your right-hand side, if you look in just a second, you're going to see the backside of Super Nintendo World. Yeah, the movie studio is right next door to our Super Nintendo World. There it is on your right-hand side, Mario and Luigi hanging out. And on your left-hand side, where the Despicable Me poster is, that's our movie studio. So all the buildings that you're seeing on your left that are black on the bottom and white on the top, that's where we film the inside scenes for all of our movies and TV shows. Now, right-hand side, where Super Nintendo World is, many years ago, this used to be an area where you could visit dressing rooms of stars like Lucille Ball, offices of Oscar-winning costume designers, Edith Head, and this whole area was called the Preview Center. We have a special event show here, Robert Wagner. Actor Robert Wagner was the host. Nowadays, Mario and Luigi Movie Studio on your left-hand side. Okay, there is a show that films on our lot. They've been filming kind of non-stop for the past couple weeks, and this show is the reimagining of a show that I used to watch as a teenager. But I'm old. That show is called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the new version, Bel-Air, films right here. It streams on Peacock. So here are 2 of the stars of that show, Jabari Banks and Ali Shaw.
Behind and enter the front like real Hollywood magic is made. Now, well, inside the sound stages that surrounds us and create a big Hollywood environment for script.
For the past 60 years, studio tour visitors have been right by these buildings. Inside these walls, the sets from your favorite TV shows and movies have transported audiences anywhere the imagination can take you. Even to a palatial mansion in Bel Air.
When we film Bel-Air, we love coming out of the sound stages and seeing the trams filled with excited guests as they drive by.
So, keep an eye out.
You never know who.
Or what?
We'll see you in the studio tour.
And he is not lying to you guys. He was filming here last week, and every tour I gave, he was coming out and waving in all the trams. So they love to do that. Now they're filming here on the lot. There's another show that's filming here. We're going to see some stuff in just a little bit. It is brand new. It hasn't aired yet. It's called St. Dennis Medical. It's going to be a huge hit, you guys. I guarantee. It's David Allen Greer and Wendy McClendon Cuddy, who used to be on the Goldbergs and Reno 911. It is a comedy set in a hospital, and from what I've seen so far, it looks hilarious. So they've been filming a ton on our lot, so keep your eyes out for St. Dennis Medical. Okay, for my kids on board, and kids at heart, if you love the Minions and you love Despicable Me, I want you to look on your right-hand side in just a couple seconds. You're going to see two Minions being very naughty, but also being very sweet, because they're toilet papering the whole movie studio, but they're also wishing us a 60. Happy 60th up at the top. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, we do have a show that's streaming on Peacock that is for my adults only on board. It is very R-rated. It is called Ted the Series, based on a very naughty teddy bear. And if you look on your left-hand side, you're going to see Ted in just a second. He's got a beer in one hand and a happy 60th sign in the other. There is Ted right there. And Ted just got picked up for a second season on Peacock, so we're very excited for that. Behind Ted, we have our production bungalows. So I'm going to let Chris Melendandri from Illumination tell us a little bit more about this area.
In the early days of the studio, these bungalows were used as dressing rooms to the stars of Hollywood's golden age. Now, they're used as offices where some of Hollywood's top directors, writers, and producers work their magic to get a production ready, including my company, Illumination. At Illumination, we've made some of the most successful animated films in box office history, including Despicable Me, The Lorax, Secret Life of Pets, Minions, Safe, The Grinch, and the Super Mario Brothers movie. And the team is hard at work again as we launch our next film, Despicable Me 4.
Hello, everybody, there's my boy. I know you love your dada. Go on, say it.
He loves you. He just doesn't show it on his face.
We've had some really good sequences in Despicable Me movies. The heist of the Honey Badger is now officially my favorite. What it comes down to is the emotional through line, and I believe that that's why these movies have stayed in people's hearts.
So yeah, Despicable Me 4 in theaters. Okay guys, look on your left-hand side, this big building with all the windows. They just wrapped season 2 of a really great show called Lopez versus Lopez, and they're coming back for season 3. And then you might see some signs in front of the parking spaces that say St. Dennis Medical, that new show that I was mentioning, because they film right behind it. Okay, this is where it gets exciting. We're gonna head into what we call our metro sets, and I'm gonna let Jimmy Fallon talk to you one more time.
We're about to cross the imaginary boundary onto the Backlot, where we have exterior sets for many outdoor scenes. Over the last 60 years, studio tour guests have seen these locations turned into big cities, quiet suburbs, even that guy's hometown. Yeah, that guy. For countless movies and TV shows. This is Universal's Metro Sets.
Okay, so take a look on your right-hand side. It's going to kind of look like a little city here. And you're going to see this area. There should be a sign. Yeah, it says closed set, crew only. This whole area has been taken over by St. Dennis Medical. If you look across the way on your right-hand side, that emergency, they just put that all up. They've got signs for St. Dennis Medical, and it looks really good. They're kind of taking over this whole area. Oh, they have signs that say, please don't feed the geese. That's real. There's real geese running around here, so if we see that, that's real. All right, next up, we are going to see the most famous sets on the entire backlot. They were closed off last week, and I had really sad people on my tours, but in just a moment, you don't have to be sad. We're going to go back to the future.
Welcome to the Courthouse Square. These sets were used to create Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films.
And they represented multiple time periods, 1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015. To this day, this is one of the most popular sets on the Universal Studio Tour.
We had a lot of fun making those films here on the lot. I wonder what it'd be like to go back to those days. Only we had a time machine.
Buddy, do you think we can get this tram up to 88 miles per hour? future.
Okay, first of all, you guys, remember I said about the geese? I pause for a second. I'm Back to the Future. Look at those geese hanging out there. They're real. They're real. I'm not joking. They're real. They're not part of the Back to the Future set. But there's the time machine and there's the clock tower from Back to the Future. That is very funny.
Next Saturday night, we're sending you Back to the Future. That famous line, along with many others, were uttered right here in Courthouse Square, also known as the town of Hill Valley, from 1985's biggest hit movie, Back to the Future. Courthouse Square was also used in Bye Bye Birdie and To Kill a Mockingbird from 1960. Glamour trams have been passing by this same set since 1964. Now, let's take a look at some recent productions featuring this iconic location.
Hey, dog, are you bringing your dolls to school?
It's the 90s. Times are changing.
So yeah, if you watch Ted, where Ted goes to high school, is that building, which is the clock tower, because we have to keep using the same sets over and over and over again. All right, now as we pull forward out of Hill Valley, this little crosswalk here right now, there's a lot of action going on because they've been filming a ton right here, but many years ago, this used to be the home to a big star. I'm gonna let Jack Black tell you who that was.
Hands up action. Did you know the Metro sets were once the home to Hollywood's biggest star? Right here is where the original Studio Tour King Kong attraction resided from 1986 until 2008. He stood 30 feet tall and weighed in at 13,000 pounds. Over the years, millions of guests got to meet King Kong face to face as he shook the tram. So close you could feel his hot banana breath.
That was awesome. Thank you, Jack Black.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's my last line, and then the tram moves on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's how the tour works. All right, you guys, take a look around. This street is called New York Street, and I'm going to be very honest. For those of you who've taken the tour before, you know that this street is not open to tourists very often because they're always filming here. So the past week, they've been filming Bel Air and St. Dennis Medical. They love to film commercials here. They also love to film the show American Ninja Warrior right here. If you've seen that show with the big obstacle course and they're doing all the crazy stunts, they set that up right here. So that's the cool thing about coming to a real working studio. Sometimes your route changes every day, or sometimes every hour. So this is very cool that we get to drive right down the middle of New York Street. Now we have to say goodbye to New York, but don't be too sad because our next stop is the jungle and the new and improved King Kong.
It's the original King Kong that saw that going on TV. Back to that top right. I like the PTSD. Creatures from prehistoric times. I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to this line. It's great. Now we have created this 3D immersive experience. New glasses. Don't put on yet. Just hold them in your hand. We're about to enter the sky.
All right, my friends, before we go inside, before you put those glasses on, just a couple quick reminders. Just like always, remember to stay seated. Please hold on very tightly. It is going to be a really bumpy ride, so hold on to your loved ones. And by loved ones, I mean cell phones. Okay, you guys, seriously, hold on to those cell phones. And if you have them out, keep them nice and dark. No bright recording lights and no flash photography. Okay, my friends, we're going right in. If you would like to put those 3D glasses on, you can put them on right now. Let's go see King Kong. Skull Island.
Glasses on, everybody.
question to ask everybody on board. Also, a lot of you. That's good luck. Okay, it is good luck. Do not forget that I said that. Now take those 3D glasses off, but do me a favor. Hold on to them, because you are going to need them one more time at the very, very, very end of the tour, all right? In the meantime, I'm going to show you a little bit more about what we just saw. So that was designed by the man himself, Mr. Peter Jackson. Him and his team at Weta Effects. They did all the special effects for Pong, movie Avatar, the award-winning Lord of the Rings trilogy, and all the Hobbit movies. So they're going to show you a little bit more behind the scenes of how they created the 360 right now.
The audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side. Working on a movie, we always know people are looking straight other than the shot that we're working on. Here, you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting it to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Okay, we are about to see my favorite thing on the entire backlot, and we almost never get to see it because this route is a route that we don't take very often. Like I said, it changes every day. So I want you to look on your right-hand side. You're going to see a huge mural of our famous Universal monsters like Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman. This was done by an artist named Tristan Eaton. He's a spray paint artist, a graffiti artist, and we almost never get to see this. I think it is so cool. If you're somebody who loves all those old classic monster movies, next year in Orlando, they're opening up something called Dark Universe at Universal Epic Universe. It looks like it is going to be incredible. So I love that we get to see that today. Now look on your left-hand side. After stage 34, you're going to see a red front with the letter V on it and 2 white stripes on the top. That is where they film our singing reality show, The Voice. We are so happy to have The Voice here on the lot. We love having them here for the season. And if you look, on your right-hand side, this tent with all of the chairs, that's where they had the audience holding the other night when they had their live taping. So we love having The Voice here. Okay. Do you remember those geese that we saw in the Back to the Future set? Look on your left-hand side. That's where they're supposed to be, in that body of water called the Hollywood Ocean. I've been a tour guide for so long. We used to have something there called the Parting of the Red Seas. Some of you may have experienced that as a kid, based on the movie The Ten Commandments. The water would part and the tram would go like eye level with the water. Charlton Heston made a guest appearance one day. We've filmed so many things there over the years, and there was a very funny movie called The New Prom that filmed there. And another movie filmed right there that celebrated its 70th anniversary. Crazy. It's Creature from the Black Lagoon. Okay, in just a moment, we are going to Europe. So I'm very excited. I want a European vacation. We're going to an area called Little Europe that's supposed to look like a village in Italy or France. But this area became famous again a couple years ago. They filmed a TV show here that I love so much. And if you see that little green sign, you'll know what it's called. The Good Place, starring Ted Danson and Kristen Bell. It is such a funny show. If you haven't seen it, it's streaming on Netflix right now. It's a great show to binge watch. So welcome to Little Europe, also known as The Good Place. Cool.
This is the location. I've never seen it like this.
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm just going to pause it up on your screens because that built-in magazine that says yogurt, 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 take a look directly in front of you. It's the exact same one from The Good Place. It's called The Bad Guys.
It's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome. It's so funny. It is such a show. Streaming on Netflix right now. Now, I want you to look on your right-hand side where this little courtyard is, where his trolley is parked, and there's a couple people standing in the archway. This area, remember we saw that mural of all the classic monsters? That's where they used to film all the old classic scary movies. You might be sensing a pattern here with all of our old scary movies. That is really how we got our start here. So they used to film there. We now continue it even to this day. Some of you may have been to an event that we have here every year called Halloween Horror Nights, which is my favorite time of the year. But a lot of our big directors, they got their influences from those old scary movies. First things first, we are about halfway through the tour. You are doing such a great job with those safety rules. Keep doing exactly what you're doing. Stay seated, of course, and if you do have any kind of emergency, you can always pull that cord. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. Okay, just in front of us, in just a second, there is a building called Soundstage 50, and for any of you who might have visited me prior to a year ago, because this soundstage has been closed off for over a year, it used to be the old earthquake attraction. Some of you might remember it. We used to go inside and the tram would shake and we would fake an earthquake. It's been closed off for a while. They've completely remodeled it and they've changed it just into a regular soundstage. You might be able to see the signs that say caution filming in progress. Once that light turns green, we are going to get to go inside. Now, not every tram has been getting to go inside, and I'm being totally serious. This has only been operational like a couple of days. I've had some very sad people on my tour. Again, your timing is perfect. There are some tour guides who have not seen the inside of the new version, so we're really lucky. We're gonna get to go inside in just a second. You do not need those 3D glasses. No, there's absolutely nothing 3D inside there, so no 3D glasses. Very important to stay seated. Now, it's gonna look like the inside of a subway system in the beautiful city of San Francisco. And for those of you who remember the old version, it's going to look kind of like that. They just gave it a facelift, right? They brought it into the 21st century. It used to have like phone booths inside of there. It was really old. It was built like over 35 years ago. So it's been closed off for a year. They reopened it as part of our 60th anniversary. And this is very special. I'm not joking. Like a lot of tours have not been to see it. So looks like that light is going to go green in just a second. Got some guys out here making sure that everything is good, and we're gonna take a little peek. So remember, no glasses, but I am gonna put the stay seated sign so they can see that I put it here for you. And we're gonna head in just a moment. The old version of this soundstage, they filmed part of Beverly Hills Cop 3 with Eddie Murphy in here, and an episode of the show Bones with David Boreanaz. So we definitely revamped it, and like I said, it's been closed for about a year. So we got the green light. All right, you guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's head inside. All right. Now, as soon as we go inside, there's going to be a chalkboard on your left-hand side that has like the productions listed that they're getting ready to do. You can take a look at that. And this is a very special soundstage. It's a double-decker soundstage, 2 stories. That doesn't happen very often anymore. Also, if they want to make it a different city, right now it's San Francisco, but if they want to make it like New York or LA doesn't really have a subway system, but any city with a subway, they just change out the signs on the walls and change out the lighting. So take a look, you guys, it looks really good. If you remember the old version, it is definitely more modern. And this is what we call a hot set. We have it set up and ready to go for when a director calls action. So all the camera equipment is up, the lighting equipment, everything stays up and ready to go. A little bit further up on your left-hand side, we've got our makeup chairs, wardrobe, and the most important thing on any film or TV set, which is called craft services. That's the food. So it looks really good in here. And you can see it's all decked out to be San Francisco. All right, my friends, we're gonna get out of here in just a moment. Just wanted to give you a little peek inside of here. See how new it looks, see how good it looks. All right, let's get out of here, you guys. Okay, I think some of the old earthquake is still here, so hold on tight, everybody. Hold on for your lives. So they did build that 35 years ago, and it's just opened specifically for our 60th anniversary. They brought everything into the current century, and that is so cool, you guys. I wasn't joking when I said that. Gets to see it. So very, very cool. Okay, I have had enough of disasters, you guys. It's your day off. Some of you are on vacation. We're going to do some relaxing. We're going to go to the beach. Just a nice, peaceful, relaxing beach town called Amity Island. A lot of you know Amity Island is where the man-eating shark from the movie Jaws lives. But don't worry, I wouldn't put us in any harm's way. They came out this morning, they closed the beach, and they caught the shark. So take a look in just a second on your right-hand side. You'll see the shark hanging up by his tail. Yeah, we've got nothing to worry about. Oh, guys, that shark is too small. I don't think they caught the right shark. Do me a favor. Remember to stay seated, but keep your eyes in the water just in case we see a bigger shark. Because I don't think they caught. Yeah, there's a fin. There's a fin over there. That's not good. We're gonna need a bigger tram. All right, nobody panic. Nobody panic. My buddy George is scuba diving out there by that boat. He'll know what to do. 1 second. Hey, George. 1 second, everybody. George, can you see that shark, the bigger one? Is he close to where? There you are. All right, any small kids on board? George is going to take a big nap right now. Yeah, he's going to sleep with the fishes. He'll be fine. Now we're going to stop for just a second. Remember to stay seated, very important, because we're going to park right next to a safe area. This flammable gasoline, which is like always safe. not Jaws. His name is Bruce. Bruce, the mechanical shark from Jaws. And in just a little while, I'm going to let Steven Spielberg talk about how he brought Jaws here. But first, this weather today, I think, is pretty gorgeous. It's like not too hot, not too cold. So I'm going to let someone who knows all about weather talk to us. It's the Today Show co-host and weather anchor, Al Roker.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
We're going to do a little weather demo here in this area called Old Mexico. Very important, guys. Once again, just remember to stay sitting all the way down in those seats. The action is going to be mostly on your left-hand side. So let's start with thunder and lightning, and then we're going to add in rain. Okay, so let me get it all set up here. Thunder coming from speakers high up above our heads, lightning coming from a strobe light. And you know what they say, thunder only happens when it's raining. And players only love you when they're playing. It's good advice. Look on your left side, you guys. There's the rain. The rain is coming from something very fancy. It's called a sprinkler. That's it, you guys. That's movie magic. That's all I've got. Okay, I am going to turn the water off right now, because if I don't turn it off, we could have that big flash flood. That would be thousands of gallons of water just rushing right towards us. So just give me one second. This button's not working. Okay, I have a new plan, everybody. Stay seated. Keep looking on your left. And whatever happens, don't blame your tour guide, because here it comes, a big flash flood headed right towards us. So that was Academy Award nominee Paul Giamatti getting swept away by that flood in Big Fat Liar. I mentioned that because this past awards season, past the Oscar season, Oppenheimer won for Best Picture. That's a Universal movie, everybody. It is streaming on Peacock right now, so you can go home and watch it in your pajamas. And we have another movie coming out this Thanksgiving time that is definitely going to get nominated for an Oscar, which is Wicked. The first half of Wicked is coming out very soon, so I'm very excited about that. All right, take a look around, everybody. We're in the Old West right now. This area is called 6 Points. All the big cowboy movie stars like John Wayne used to film their westerns right here. Now, for my adults on board, take a good look around. You might recognize these sets from Quentin Tarantino's latest movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. They filmed right here with Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, and my future ex-husband, Brad Pitt. That's right, you guys. Let a girl have a dream. That was not a Universal movie, that was a Paramount movie, but guess what? It doesn't matter. We can rent out our sets and our sound stages to any studio, any network that wants to film here. So HBO, Disney, whatever you got, everyone loves to come here and film on our sets. All right, my friends, we are going to get out of here now. I promised to show you a little bit more about Steven Spielberg talking about Jaws. We're going to do a little loop. We're going to pass by Jaws Lake one more time. We're not going to see the full attraction, but we're going to pass by it. So I'm going to let Steven Spielberg talk about how he brought it right here.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office when Jaws first opened in June of 1975. And that was really the first time I ever got involved in the creation of a ride. It was a great honor to be invited into a creative circle of tremendous designers at Universal, trying to figure out how to replicate what the movie had done to audiences in a real way by building a physical shark that would come out of the water and terrify tourists as they were sitting in the crowd. And the most amazing thing about the Jaws ride is it is exactly as it was from the time it was first placed on Universal lot. There have been tweaks, of course, over the years, but it is essentially what the designers and myself all envisioned and created. I've done Bash and the Shark. Thank you, Jaws, for everything you've done for me. But I will say, consistently, the Shark did work much better on the tour than it did in the Atlantic Ocean.
Alright, you guys, I'm going to give away my age a little bit in just a second. I'll show you what I mean. Take a look on your right-hand side, past the shark hanging up by his tail. And you're going to see the top of the dock behind him has 2 words on it that say Cabot Cove. Because this used to be Cabot Cove, Maine, in a TV show that I loved so much called Murder, She Wrote. Yes, Pesty, you knew it. My fellow twin, I can't shut up, it's real. Okay, well, we're officially best friends now because I love that show. The other day I said old episodes are streaming on Peacock, and then I realized that every episode is an old episode, so, but I love them. I love that you watch that. I just made my whole day. Okay, look on your right-hand side, this cute little house is called the Chicken Ranch. Left-hand side, there's a street that is blocked off with a car. Yep, they're getting ready to film a commercial down that street this week, a huge commercial. Many years ago, that used to be called Wisteria Lane. It's where they filmed Desperate Housewives for 8 seasons. Now, for my Back to the Future fans, I want you to look on your left-hand side. These Lion Estate signs are going to recognize from Back to the Future. I'll be honest with you, those are not from the original. They're replicas that they built for the 30th anniversary. Still Back to the Future. Okay, I'm going to make a bold promise, my friends. The next sets we're going to see are the most impressive, the biggest, the coolest, the best sets we have on the lot. That's a pretty tall order, but I honestly believe that it's true. It's a Steven Spielberg movie, so I'm going to let him talk one more time about how he got his start here, and then we're going to see these incredible sets.
My entire career began with my relationship with Universal Studios, just as a high school on a tour bus. Remember in those days there were trams, there were buses called a grade line tour bus, and I was so excited and thrilled to be on the lot. My first time ever on a movie studio lot. And during a bathroom break, I hid in the bathroom. When everybody left to get back on the bus, I waited another 15 minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. In those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. Today they're made all over the world, on locations, but most of it was focused in those days, in the 60s, on the film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going out on the soundstage to soundstage. And I really felt in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
All right, my friends, I promised you the best sets, and I'm not a liar. We're going to see the sets from War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise right now.
Set. It was part of the set that was all designed around a vision experience.
You sit down and talk about War of the Worlds. And I thought, what if the 7-foot show goes down right in our big neighborhood?
Because it's just something you don't see.
My friends, take a look on your right-hand side of that enormous plane. I'm going to be honest with you, that is a real plane. Not a real crash, obviously, but a real plane that they destroyed specifically for the movie War of the Worlds. So yeah, that is real. And then on your right-hand side, you're going to see this little house, which is part of our classic sets for my Psycho fans. That is the Psycho house from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho. You'll see a little bit more in just a moment, like the Bates Motel. And then directly in front of us as we head down the hill, it's covered by some trees right now, but you'll see a replica of the Hollywood sign as we head down this hill. Now, for the first few decades of the studio tour, one of the hallmarks was a visit to Pratt Plaza, where guests could have once-in-a-lifetime photos, interact with characters, vehicles, and props from their favorite productions. And guess what, you guys? For the 60th anniversary, we have brought this back. Now, in just a second, you will get off the tram. This is a limited stop. Once you're ready to continue your tour, you simply follow the signs. There is a chance that you will not be on this tram with me, which makes me very sad. So that means take all of your stuff with you, take all of your belongings and your 3D glasses, because the rest of the tour is about 10 minutes long and the very end is in 3D. They also have these little QR codes on a lot of the signs. If you're somebody who likes to do AR stuff, you can scan the QR codes on the signs. Okay, you guys, remember, take all of your stuff with you, everything, your 3D glasses, and one short tour, about 10 minutes.
Now, just while the bus moves around the corner here, we screwed up. We should have got off. We thought it was just a few things from sets out the front of the Bates Hotel, so we didn't bother. All the Fast and Furious cars, among others, and the Jaws photo, everything is behind this building. So if it pulls up, we recommend you get off. We don't feel like we really missed out on too much, but our recommendation is get off, have a look, get your photos, because we now regret not doing so. Not the biggest regret, but still regret, because I'm a car guy, love Fast and Furious, and I missed out on a lot of opportunity here. So yeah, alright, here we go, gonna continue, and it happens.
At the very end of the tour, we got about 10 minutes left, and I promise I will let you know when to put them on. Parents, once again, any little kids towards the center of the road. In just a second, we'll do just a little reminder of those safety rules. You guys are all pros at this one. Hope you had a good time out there. See, these last 10 minutes, you can always pull that red emergency cord. All right, so we've got 2 sets left to see. The first one is from a really amazing director that we've been working with a lot here at Universal. His name is Jordan Peele. So I'm going to let him talk about how he got his start being influenced by us here at Universal.
I remember going to Universal Studios when I was 12 years old, feeling this feeling of wonder. One of my first trips to Universal Studios, seeing the Jaws ride. One of my favorite movies of all time. Just feeling like, that's him. That's the Jaws. But I don't even know if that is the Jaws. I hope it is.
No, it's not.
Sharing space with Hitchcock, Spielberg, couldn't be more better.
Okay, so we just saw a tiny little piece of his latest movie, Nope, on your screens, and that's the sets that we're going to see in just a second from Jordan Peele's latest movie, Nope. The whole area is called Jupiter's Claim. These are the real sets from that movie, so I'm going to let Jordan Peele officially introduce Jupiter's Claim from the movie, Nope.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time, Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Park. Over there, look into the Winking Lake. Have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. So live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, gold rush frontier town rises Caesar's. It is smack dab in the center of the beautiful hot. What's a bad miracle? You're ready to find out.
All right, we're going to do a sound check from movie Nope right now. nostalgic here for just a second. We're going to an area of the studio that used to be called the Ice Tunnel, featured in an episode of The $6 Million Man with Lee Majors and Andre the Giant as a Bigfoot. And the tram would climb to an imaginary elevation of 12,000 feet. It was the only way to get back to the theme park. There was always an avalanche, and the walls would tilt and spin. After it was the Ice Tunnel, it used to be called the Mummy's Tunnel. Some of you might remember that. That's when I started working here. But today, currently, our big finale is neither of those. It is Fast and the Furious Supercharged. All right, my friends, 2 quick things before we go inside. Number 1, you do not need those 3D glasses yet. You don't need them for a little while, so just hold on to them. I promise I will let you know when to put them on. And of course, number 2, just like always, remember to stay seated. So as we head inside, take a look on your left. There's some pretty cool vehicles in here. We're going to go into a street racing hangout, go deep into the world of the Fast and the Furious. Now, if we're going to make it on the inside, we need to talk to some of the good guys, right? One of the good guys, you might know him as The Rock. We're going to see him later on, don't you worry. But this good guy we're going to talk to right now, his name is Roman Pierce. Roman, if you're here, introduce yourself.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you Sean for a while. Brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw behind. To keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us. So put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash, one ringtone will get us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, roll into the next bay.
I'll tell you what, my friends, you can keep your cameras and cell phones out. Just make sure they're nice and dark. Just no bright recording lights and no flash photography. Other than that, you're totally fine. And still, no 3D glasses. No glasses yet. The next room is not in 3D, but there is a party going on. And we are totally going to crash it. So I want you to look on your right-hand side in this next room. If you want to dance in your seats and embarrass the people you're sitting next to, I'm totally for that. 100%. Love to embarrass friends and family.
FBI, don't move. Neil, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not...
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of this.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Alright, my friends, guess what? It is finally time to put those 3D glasses back on. If you would like to put those glasses on, go ahead and put them on right now. Remember to stay seated, hold on tight, keep those cell phones and cameras nice and dark, and have the best time. Glasses on, let Jimmy Fallon sing his goodbyes.
Over the past 6 decades, on behalf of everyone at Vegas University, thank you for joining us to celebrate our diamond anniversary. Here's to another 60.
Aw, thanks Jimmy Fallon. That's right, I want to thank all of you for joining me on this special 60th anniversary edition of the studio tour. For the past 6 decades, we've given you an insider look into Hollywood from the golden age of television to our current age of streaming and binge watching. I want to acknowledge all the studio tour guides, drivers, and ambassadors who helped us over the years to make us world famous, from the first few drivers and guides to the hundreds of team members supporting us now. To my annual pass holders, welcome back, my friends. If you want to find out how to upgrade your ticket today into an annual pass, you can visit the Universal box office. Come back and visit me all year long. The best tip I can give you today is make sure to have that free app downloaded to your phones. It's the Universal Studios Hollywood app. Because on it, you're going to see up-to-the-minute wait times for all the rides and shows. You'll see park hours and details on Super Nintendo World. If you want to purchase any of the titles you saw today, you can go to uphe.com. My name is Sammy. I love being a part of your day today. I hope you have a great rest of your day here with us at Universal Studios Hollywood. And as they say in the biz, that is a wrap, everybody. We're going to pull forward in just a second. Just do me a favor and stay seated until they open up those doors. Take a look around your seats. Make sure you have all of your belongings before you get off the tram. And you're going to see bins coming up on your left-hand side for those 3D glasses. You can throw them right inside of there. There's also one more cute photo op as you exit on your left-hand side. So just hang tight. We'll pull forward in just a moment.
Over for that.
We're pulling forward in just a second. We're just about ready to hit the road. So last night I went to an outdoor movie here in Los Angeles. If you live here and you haven't been to Cinespia yet, it's such a fun thing. It's outdoor movies. If you guys are visiting, you should definitely look online. It's outdoor movies in huge settings. It's such a fun LA thing. And last night I saw Mamma Mia, which is a Universal movie. And as if I don't have this song in my head enough, it's in my head. So I have to do it, you guys. Here we go. One last thing. It's officially been in my brain nonstop. Alright guys, hang tight. They're gonna open up the doors on your left-hand side. There's the cute photo op. There's the bins for the glasses. Hang tight till they open up the doors. Have a wonderful time out there. Alright guys, they're opening up those doors right now. Just one per step of the exit. Welcome back everyone. Thanks, Nick. Alright guys, if you can step off, go ahead. We're going to pull that ramp around for my friends in the front. Throw those glasses in the bins. Have a wonderful time. time, everybody. Enjoy. Bye, bestie. Bye, bestie. Thanks. Bye. You guys are...
If you've watched this far, then thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Everything helps, whether it's a like, a sub, a view. Just thank you all. We have a lot coming from Disney, Universal. Hawaii is always going to be our focal point, but we also have Cancun, some stuff from Florida, just heaps more to come. So if you're interested in anything at all, including the occasional little snippet from Australia, we're going to have absolute variety, but Hawaii will always be our main point of focus. So thank you so much. Like, subscribe. Either way, thank you for the view and more to come.